Ranger Chamber. It's now time for this week's News from the Grid.
Hello Ranger Nation and welcome to News from the Grid, your weekly update of Power Rangers and Super Sentai news right here on the Ranger Chamber YouTube channel. With your hosts, myself, Joe from the Ranger Chamber team, and I'm also joined by my fabulous boyfriend and co-star.
Hi everybody, it's Guy from the Ranger Chamber team. Good to be back.
Awesome stuff. And wow, this is our first news from the grid of August, which is fantastic. And as fans may recall, yesterday we celebrated our first year anniversary, and we just like to say a massive thank you to everyone who joined us yesterday to celebrate our first year and on to, well, our second year. So right, we've got quite a few headlines for you lovely lot this week, so buckle your seatbelts because here we go. And as always, we're going to kick things off with our main headline. Okay, now, I'm wearing my Dino Fury morpher because this is a bit of a clue of what the main article is. So, let's get started. So, our main headline for this week is Dino Fury Wave 2 figures found. Really? What's this I hear? Well, some Power Rangers fans in Malaysia have been lucky enough to find the second wave of Dino Fury figures, which include the GoldKingRanger and Void Knight. Some reviews have appeared on YouTube, but most seem to not include the sounds that the keys make due to the review was. Where did you get that from?
Hi.
Okay then. Looks like they're in the UK now too, but we'll get to that. Well, some reviews have appeared on YouTube, but most seem to not include the keys, like to include what sounds the keys make, due to the reviewers not owning the Dino Fury morpher, which is this one. On a more positive note, the figures are now out. Well, as far as we recall, the figures are now out as on Amazon.com after being listed on their website on Friday last week, along with the 30cm Yellow Ranger figure from the 30cm Mighty Morphin figure line. But don't be too surprised, Ranger Nation, if you find they've already been sold out. But the best thing we can advise is just keep coming back to the Amazon.com website and just keep checking it. But of course, when they do come over to Amazon UK, we'll be posting links on our Facebook page. And also, we'd like to also add that the GoldKingRanger figure has also been spotted in the UK, thanks to Gary, who went and got himself the GoldKingRanger figure the other day.
It was a complete surprise. I was coming home from work and I'm like, right, I'm going to go into Smith's and see if there was anything new thing. Only two new things. This and Joe, please. The morpher.
Yes. Alrighty. This is fantastic. So, yes, if you want to get your hands on that figure, then head on over to your Smith's Toys. Now, we have reason to believe potentially Void Knight might be there too. But because if GoldKingranger's there, Void Knight would most likely be there too. But again, if we do find out if Void Knight is in the UK at Smith's Toys, please do.
That was found in Scotland in Glasgow.
And it also has been spotted at Smith's Toys at Staples Corner in London. So go check it out. But also go head to your local Smith's Toys and see if it's in there. But at this point, it's not listed on the website. Okay, continuing on. It's now time for our next segment, which I'm passing you over to Gary for this one. So, Gary, what's our next segment?
Was it? Excuse me. Oh,
thank you for doing tight.
Thank you. Our next line of news is our merchandise news. And what have we got? The Retro Morphin figures Wave 2 have been found.
Oh, sweet. I believe I have written something wrong about this article, but it's just but hopefully Gary will say it correctly though.
An Instagrammer from America has recently managed to find the next wave of retro Morphin Power Ranger action figures from the Power Rangers Retro Collection by Hasbro at his local Walmart last week.
Ooh, awesome stuff.
He posted some photos of the 4 figures, which include Mighty Morphin Yellow, Green Ranger, White Ranger, and Ranger Slayer.
Oh wow, and I have to say they don't look. There we go. Here's an image, and they look pretty awesome. And I'm very
We
excited
didn't
about.
realize that these were the second wave. We thought this was like fan-made stuff, but no, they are officially licensed by Hasbro and they are legit.
Yes, and they look really fantastic. And we've got 4 to collect. Okay, but yes, Gary, are these figures available yet in the UK?
Not as yet, but when they are available to order online from Hasbro Pulse and other retailers, as always, Ranger Nation, stay tuned for some more updates.
Yes, most certainly. They'll most likely will be available on Hasbro Pulse, just like the previous wave, which was Red Ranger, Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, and Pink Ranger. By the way, you can go and check out that review since we uploaded it yesterday for you lovely lot to enjoy. So we knew we needed to get that review out because if Wave 2 is coming out, we need to be ready by doing the first wave first, at least. Okay. So
may I take this next one as well?
you've already read an article. It's my turn, but I suppose we could share this one. So I'm taking us over to our next merchandise news, which is more Dino Fury toys revealed. Yes, we have been very lucky to be able to post images of more Power Rangers Dino Fury toys, including the electronic Red Ranger mask, the Chroma Fury Saber, and the Battle Attackers Champion Zord. Battle Attackers
T-Rex Champion Zord.
Yes. The items were listed in the UK on the Entertainer website, and we have further information on each product. So first of all, right, so we're going to show an image on here on the screen of the product, and then we're going to talk about that information. So first, I'm kicking us off with the first item, which is the Red Ranger electronic mask. Children can imagine morphing into action like the Dino Fury Red Ranger with the Red Ranger electronic mask featuring light-up effects. Press the button on the side of the mask to activate the light effects and make the T-Rex eyes glow blue. Ooh. Fits most child rangers. An adjustable strap means one size fits most children, but hopefully they've made it also so even an adult like us can fit it as well. But who knows? Who knows?
I'd like to think they would.
I certainly hope so, because I think they were aware that even adult fans would collect the Dino Fury toys as well. But yes. So Gare Bear, can you take us to our next product? What's our next product?
We have the Battle Attackers T-Rex Champion Zord.
Oh no, it isn't. It's not that one. It is the Chroma Fury
Saber. My apologies, I scrolled down too far. The Chroma Fury Saber features a color scanning technology, color changing LED lights, and motion activated lights and sound effects. Children can imagine becoming their favorite ranger from the TV series or scan a color that they love. So I guess they were to scan my pride flag right here, it could go any one of these colors.
But they have to make sure the hilt, so the light, because the light's at the bottom of the sword, so they've got to press the hilt down on a flat surface, but it usually helps if it's a singular color. So if you try to do it on something like something with multiple colors, it might find it difficult to try and scan those colors. So it's better to do it on a flat surface. So maybe my Power Ranger notebook, like, because that's red. So if you put it on a red, so maybe if it's put on top of that. But of course, we'll show that a lot better once we have the item on hand, which we hope to have that on hand pretty soon. But stay tuned. So, yes, with the Chroma Fury Saber, anyone can be a ranger. Works best on flat, non-reflective surfaces with a solid color. Awesome stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. That's really cool. I mean, despite the size of the sword being only 21 inches, we haven't got it in person yet, so I'm hoping it will be bigger than it looks in the picture, but we'll have to wait and see. Now I'm taking over to our next one, which is the Battle Attackers T-Rex Champion Zord. Power Rangers Battle Attackers action figures have cool actions attacks inspired by the Dino Fury TV program. With the Battle Attackers T-Rex Champion Zord, children can imagine the mighty Zord of the Red Ranger roaring into dino-powered action against the Sporex beasts. Electronic Dino Fury T-Rex Champion Zord, a roaring, chomping T-Rex Zord with lights and sounds inspired by the Power Rangers TV program. When children pull up or press down on the T-Rex tail, they can activate the Chomp Attack or Dino Roar. So this is fantastic. But furthermore, we'd like to also add there is another Power Ranger product that has been listed. Now, this item has not been listed on the Entertainer website, but has been listed on Entertainment Earth. And this item is the second wave of Dino Fury Battle Attacker figures. Now, we have two sets. Well, Gary and I are going to talk about those. So I'm going to kick us off with our first set. So here is set number 1, which is the Dino Fury Black Ranger with Smash Stone. Or is it? Yeah, Smash Stone, that's it. So the Dino Fury Black Ranger with Smash Stone, and as you can see, just like the other Battle Attacker figures, he has his shield armor on. Just like because as fans remember, the Red Ranger had the Hyper Mode boost, and the Blue Ranger had the Dino Stretch boost key power armor. So that's really cool. And yes, and Smash Stone is the monster from the episode about the Pink Ranger having bad luck. I can't remember the name of the episode, unfortunately, unless Gary can remember it.
Nope.
No. If you remember the name of the episode, you can comment below. Okay, Gary, what's our second set of figures?
Well, so I can tell you our second set is going to be with Void Knight, who we're still trying to look for from the classic action figures.
Basic figure line, yes.
And he is partnered with Snare Eye.
Interesting. Now, interestingly, Gary and I reported on News from the Grid previously of a monster that looks like Snare Eye, but obviously we didn't know its name at the time, but at least now we do. So yes, it looks so both those sets are awesome. Now the figure sets are most likely to retail at £19.99, such as each, but the first wave has yet to make its way over to the UK. But we have high hopes that the Dino Fury toys will be officially out in the UK this month in August or in September. But fingers crossed, Ranger Nation of the UK. Okay, now we've got more Dino Fury news. We have more Power Ranger Dino Fury news. And this is something Power Ranger Dino Fury fans really want to know about, because the Dino Fury Zords are set to be released in September. Oh, yes! So, Gary, I believe you have our article.
I do, Joe. Thank you. Dino Fury Zord released in September. Entertainment Earth has selected on their website the 3 Dino Zord sets from the Power Rangers Dino Fury toy line.
And we have images. We certainly have images. So, what we'll do is we'll go through one set at a time. So, Gary and I will take turns talking about each set, and then we talk about, well, what Zords are included. One thing we need to add, though, is the thing that makes these sets a little different is the individual Zords do have the ability to combine to make peculiar combinations besides the typical Megazord combination, which would obviously be when all 5 Zords come together, it would form the Dino Fury Megazord in Warrior mode, which is fantastic. Okay, Gary, what is our first set?
Our first set is the T-Rex Champion Zord.
Okay, here we go. So first of all, we'll take a look at the packaging, and as you can see, it's got the number 1, because this is set number 1, and it is looking fantastic. Now, as you can see, it's already in its Megazord mode. So pretty much like the Beast Racer Zord, which is the Beast Morphers Red Rangers Zord, was in battle mode. So that looks really cool. Now have a look. Let's have a look. So this is an image of the Zord in T-Rex mode, so dinosaur mode, T-Rex mode, however you want to call it. Detailing looks fantastic. I imagine the articulation will also be very good as well. And this is the image of the Battle Zord of the battle mode figure out of the packaging, and it looks so cool, especially because I like the little gauntlet blasters on its hand. They look really cool. Okay, so I'm taking us over to our next one, which is the Tiger Claw Zord and the Ankylo Hammer Zord. And this is the green and the pink Ranger Zord, and obviously the green Ranger is my favorite. So it's really cool to be able to see what the Green Ranger Zord will look like in toy form, and it looks fantastic. And they form a sort of Zord Megazord combination thing of their own, as you see on the packaging on the front of the box. And this is set number 2, which is really nice. The Zords themselves look absolutely fantastic. I love the pink color on the Ankylo Hammer Zord, with the green on the green Tiger Claw Zord. Absolutely fantastic. Fabulous. Okay, Gary, what's our third and final set?
You have the Triceratops Blade Zord and the Stego Spike Zord.
Yes, and this is set number 3. And as you can see, the Zords are in the set. The Zords are in the packaging in this image. And as you can see, there's a strange sort of, well, it looks like a sort of Ankylo, not really Ankylo, sorry, Stego Tricera tank thing of spikes and blades, which actually looks pretty cool. And now we got the image of the Zords themselves. And Gary, what do you think of the Zords? Are they looking cool or what?
I like it, but I really want to see the Gold Zord come.
The Moza Razor Zord. Well, we've seen the prototype, so maybe soon enough we will get coloured images of the Zords, or maybe we'll get to see them on a FanFest Friday in due time. And don't forget, we are now in Power. This month is Power Month, so we'll be getting some reveals of Power Ranger products. Now, yesterday the first product was revealed, but that would already be posted on our page. So if you want to check that out, we'll obviously leave a link in the description below for you guys to go check that out, because we don't want to reveal what it is. It's a surprise. But of course, it will be in our News from the Grid newsletter as well, which you can check out after this video, because after this video, it gets posted online. Okay. Now, all Zord sets are $26.99 each, or you can get all 3 in one case for $79.99 from the website, and the 3 sets will be available in September. We will keep you posted when they will be available in the United Kingdom. So they most likely will be available in places like Smith's Toys, The Entertainer, possibly Argos as well, maybe. But we'll keep you all posted. Okay, next segment time, and it is time for Super Sentai News. Oh, yes. Okay, Super Sentai News. So, now, we don't have much in the ways of Super Sentai News this week, but we do have a little thing here. We have this. Now, look at this little image. It's a silhouette of the next GoldKingRanger mecha figure. An image was posted on Twitter last week that showed a silhouette of the next Wild Force Megazord figure that's due to be released. And we have reason to believe this, well, I think we all know what it is. It's the Predazord, which is the Lunar Wolf Ranger's personal Megazord. Now, this Megazord includes the 3 Wild Zords of the Wolf Zord, the Hammerhead Shark Zord, and the Alligator Zords. And of course, stay tuned, Ranger Nation, as always, for a release date when it comes. And okay, now that's our Super Sentai news, and now it's time for, well, our last segment is other news, because we have to talk about this, because other news is Ranger Chamber's 1st year anniversary. So as we said earlier in the video, is at the start of the video, we said we celebrated our 1st year anniversary yesterday, and it was fantastic. And here's our little article. Because, of course, we got to write an article about it, because on the 1st of August, we celebrated our 1st year anniversary since we rebranded from GoldKingRanger to Ranger Chamber in 2020. Over the past year, we've made a lot of content and shared a lot of news with the Power Rangers community in the UK and worldwide, which is always a great pleasure. Okay, Gary, I think you have our continue on with the rest of the articles. So taking it on from after, always a great pleasure. Because trust me,
It's hard to believe that Joe started a fearless leader back in 2012, where he started a UK Power Ranger fan source to help promote and provide content and information for Power Rangers fans in United Kingdom. Not just the United Kingdom, the world, even the world.
Other fans across the grid.
To other fans across the grid, and some special videos have been uploaded onto our YouTube channel for our youth to enjoy, including our very special vlog where we talk about our highlights from over the last year. Oh, because you're going to love it.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun going down memory lane and just reminiscing what it was like throughout the whole year. And we're now obviously, so this is our first news from the grid into year 2. So yes, hopefully you'll continue to follow us on our magical Morphinominal journey of Power Rangers Morphinominal Mania. And me and Gary would just love to say on behalf of myself and Gary and the whole of Ranger Chamber, thank you so much for supporting us over the last year. You know, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, because if it's not for you, we wouldn't still be here doing our incredible content. And please do be sure to check out all our Ranger Chamber videos from the Review Chamber, the Creation Chamber, News from the Grid, because you can even look back on some of the old News from the Grid and check out what things were reported in the past, because you might have missed some things. And there's just so much more. And we've even done and obviously, as Gary said, we've done our special 1-year anniversary vlog, which has been our first vlog since the Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest back in earlier this year. I think that was back in
April.
March, April time, I think. I can't remember. Well, it's just been fantastic. And of course, we have some special announcements on that video as well, so you probably want to check those out. But just a little reminder, our Christmas giveaway, the 12 morphing giveaways of Christmas, will be back this year in December. So hopefully you'll check that out. And we do have some, but we're going to be doing some giveaways as well, including a giveaway for Power Rangers Days. So be sure to stay tuned for more information when it comes. Okay, and that is our articles for this week. But it's time for Ranger Highlight of the Week.
Ranger Highlight of the Week.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Well, obviously, I think for me, the Ranger Highlight of the Week has got to be celebrating our 1-year anniversary, because it's just been absolutely fantastic just to go through memory lane, just to go down memory lane, to think back and look back at all the videos we've produced throughout the whole year. And we have done a special playlist which you can get in the description below, which is Ranger Chamber Year 1. So you can just do a marathon of all the videos we've produced all through last year, from 1st of August 2020 until yesterday. And now obviously we're on to year 2. But if I had to choose an article as a highlight, it's definitely got to be the Dino Fury Zords, because I've been waiting for the Dino Fury Zords for ages to make themselves appear and to make themselves known. So I'm looking forward to getting those and all the other Dino Fury toys as well. All right, my darling, all yours. What's your highlight of the week?
You've already said it. The Zords just look amazing.
All right. But what are you looking forward to the most about getting the Zords?
The fact that they all combine.
Definitely. Okay, Ranger Nation, and that is it for this week's News from the Grid. And we'd just like to say a massive thank you. As always, thank you for watching. Please remember to like the video, share the video, comment below. The question of the day is, what Power Rangers Dino Fury product are you looking forward to getting? Is it the Chroma Fury Saber, the next wave of Battle Attackers, the Red Ranger Special Effects Mask, the Battle Attackers T-Rex Champion Zord, or maybe the Gold and Void Knight figures? Or how about the awesome, long-awaited Dino Fury Zord assortment sets? awesome stuff. And of course, you know what's coming. Say it with us, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Go subscribe. We've just got many more videos coming out all through this year, just like last year. We're doing more videos this year from the Ranger Chamber, from News from the Grid, the Review Chamber, Creation Chamber, Chamber of Vlogs, Chamber of Interviews, so many more things, and including some new stuff, including, I hope you're ready for this, Gary and I will be also presenting our very first Gaming Chamber video, or Chamber of Playthroughs. Chamber of Playthroughs, Gaming Chamber. It'll probably be Chamber of Playthroughs, but we'll get to that. But that video will be out this month as well, and that will be going into production in 2 weeks' time, on the week of the 9th of August. Because that's when Gary and I will be reunited again, and you bet we're going to be making some special videos from the Creation Chamber and many more. So stay tuned. And thank you so much, Ranger Nation. It's goodbye from me, Joe from the Ranger Chamber team, and it's goodbye from my fabulous boyfriend and co-star,
Gary. Bye.
So yes, again, thank you so much for following us on our journey from Ranger Chamber for a whole year. And please, and we hope you'll keep continuing to follow our journey for many more years to come, and many more Morphinomenal Mania content. I'm Joe, he's Gary, and we are the Ranger Chamber team, and that was News from the Grid. Good night, everybody. Oh, that was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it?